All right, buckle up because we've got a story that's going to make you cheer, laugh, and maybe even shed a happy tear. We're talking about Becky Lenski, a powerhouse of a military mom who absolutely dominated on Wheel of Fortune. Forget just spinning the wheel, Becky owned that wheel and then some. She even challenged Ryan Seacrest to a plank-off. Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. It all went down on the April 16th episode where Becky, a proud resident of Yorkville, Illinois, stepped onto the iconic stage. She was up against Yolande Johnson from Montgomery, Alabama, and Josh Ficciati from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Right from the get-go, Becky charmed everyone. She introduced her two incredible sons, Van, who's serving our country in the Army, cue the proud mom tears, and Max, a freshman at Ole Miss. Can you imagine the mix of nerves and excitement knowing your boys are watching? The game kicked off and Yolande snagged the first toss-up. Then Becky quickly joined in, solving the second one. Both walked away with a cool $1,000 to start. Yolande then took an early lead by cracking the first puzzle. But hey, Wheel of Fortune is a roller coaster, right? Just when you think you're cruising, bam, Yolande hit bankrupt in the very next round. Ouch! Then came Josh, who jumped into the fray and solved a puzzle that surprisingly put him in the lead with $4,100. He kept guessing, building his momentum, until his luck, too, ran out and he landed on bankrupt. That's the beauty and the beast of this game. But here's where Becky truly shined. With just 2 letters showing, she calmly, confidently solved walking through a cloud forest. Not only did she crack the puzzle, but that win earned her a dreamy trip to Costa Rica. And just like that, she took the lead. Seriously, how cool is that? The momentum was all hers. In the first triple toss-up round, Becky effortlessly solved 2 puzzles, leaving the remaining one for Yolande. By the time the final puzzle rolled around, Becky had this quiet confidence about her. She nailed it, from rags to riches. That masterful solve propels her into the bonus round with a whopping $23,150. Meanwhile, Yolande finished with a respectable $5,000, and Josh took home $4,100. Everyone's a winner, but Becky was on another level. Now, for the bonus round, the one we all wait for, Becky chose the category, What Are You Doing? And in a moment that just melted hearts, she brought her sons Van and Max onto the stage with her. This is where it gets extra special. Becky let Ryan Seacrest know that it was Max's 18th birthday. Ryan, ever the charming host, wished Max a happy birthday and asked if being on Wheel of Fortune was a good gift. Max, with a grin, admitted that the trip to Costa Rica was the real gift. How sweet is that? Back to the puzzle. The standard letters R, S, T, L, N, and E appeared. Then Becky picked D, M, C, and A. The board read M, E, M, blank, R, blank, N, blank, A, blank. And here's the kicker. Before the timer even started ticking, Becky shouted out the answer, memorizing a poem. Boom! Pure, unadulterated joy. Becky jumped up and down, screaming with delight. Ryan Seacrest, clearly impressed, then reveals her grand prize, an additional $50,000. That brought her total winnings to a staggering $73,150. You knew it before we even got to it, Ryan marveled. That was great. You could just feel the electricity in the air. And if you thought that was the end of Becky's incredible appearance, think again. This military mom, who also happens to be a fitness instructor, had one more trick up her sleeve. She boldly challenged Ryan Seacrest to a planking duel. He, being a good sport, accepted. What followed was hilarious. Ryan struggled, nearly fell from the effort, and even let out a little burp on camera. It was truly an unforgettable moment that showed just how down-to-earth and fun Becky Lenski is. Becky's story isn't just about winning big. It's about a strong, dedicated mom showing up, seizing the moment, and radiating joy. It's a reminder that incredible things can happen when you put yourself out there. And who knows, maybe it'll inspire you to try out for your favorite game show.